Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy Viewers. We're back with Grand Arena, the penultimate match of Season 29. Last round was a win, and it was one I needed. We're going for 3-0 this week. We need to make up for some poor performances earlier in the season. We need to climb back into Kyber 2, and I think I'm going to need both of these final matches in order to secure Kyber 2 for next season. To do a quick look back at that match, I go into more detail in the previous video, so check that out if you want me to break down all of the matches. But here is a look at the final result. Close match, came down to fleet. I ended up being able to clear more than him. Needed a lot of RNG. He was a solid opponent, really tough defense, but I played to win. I needed to get some luck in order to pull off this win, but I was able to get it where I needed it, and we were able to punch through. For this match, my opponent is Kakistos here. Let me move my head out of the way and we can break that down. He is a 4GL player, a little light on the Omicrons, a little lower in GP for what I normally see in Kyber 2. With the relic units, he's in a solid spot, but a little shallower on depth. 6-dot mods are solid. He's got good mods in general, especially relative to this bracket, but I have much stronger mods overall. I have the best mods of this bracket. With Datacrons, he is solid. He has a combination of Lord Vader, JMK, JML, and Rey. But this is where, this next portion here, is where this match is going to be decided. I have way more depth than him. No Malgus, no Raddus. Not that Raddus really matters, but it's representative. Iden, Starkiller, Dash. He does not have any of those teams, and you can add on to that weaker Quill and his Moff Gideon. His Moff Gideon's fine. His Echo is good though, but he is a Lord Vader player. And he does have decent mods on a lot of these characters where it counts. Before we take a look at him a little closer, just keep in mind that Moff Gideon and Gas here are at 305 speed. And then we will look at him in more detail. Just looking at his roster, just a quick glance at how many high-speed characters he has. So again, Gas and Moff Gideon at 305, so he actually has some good depth. I don't know how much further this goes into the 300s. Let's just look at BB-8. BB-8's at 292. This probably goes 15 or so, but that is about what we usually see in Kyber 2. This guy's pretty well modded. While we're here, let's just check out his TIE interceptor, and that is something that I like to be aware of. Not full stars. And here is the hotbot for him. Slightly smaller guild, but still a good guild. Really good on clears. Slightly lower on the undersizes. Zetas are low, especially considering he has way more GLs. Very few gear 11. Basically, if it's relics and a few gear 12, so very shallow. But most of his relics are high relics. Oh, and never mind. They move this stuff around. I gotta adjust my brain. But most are 5 and 7, but he has a number of 1 to 3. In terms of the rest of these key characters, let's just do a quick glance, but most of them we saw before. Okay, so Watts is 300 speed. No sign of Jango either. And a 4-star Piet. So I need to be a little careful. You know what? I'm going to add Beskar Mando to this next time, because I like to know what relic level Beskar Mando is on that fleet, because that really matters for my counters. He has started attacking me. Let's see where he left off. He might still be in process. he might be done. Let's start up top here. And which datacrons I can click on, I'll click on. It might only be this one. So Bossk stood up to a battle. I'll show you what datacron I put on here. I didn't do this last round. That doesn't even work for him. It was... Why did I do that? That's a dumb datacron. Okay. But he's still got some extra health and stats, so that's fine. This team, I might want to test out this team because it got a hold last week too. Maybe it just gets underestimated because it looks like nonsense. It might even be nonsense. The rest of the defense just went down in one. Bottom territory here. We got one hold from Malgus. Let me see. Yeah, I can't click on those. So I did this on purpose. This is what I've learned from testing out my Malgus on offense. At Gear 12, you don't really do any damage unless you pair him with Malak, Darth Revan, or Bastila Fallen. He's not really going to be reliable for clearing. But even with this junk, he is a force on defense at even Gear 11. Just from all the stats. Like, he has held up to CLS, Chupio, C-3PO squads pretty decently. Like, sometimes they'll eventually punch through, but for him to be able to prove out to be that effective at taking that much damage, what it meant to me was he was going to be a good defensive team, and if I purposely surrounded him with bad characters, that would encourage my opponent to use a weaker squad up against him. What I didn't want to happen was use my Malak or Fallen or Revan and then him feel compelled to use a GL up against it. So I basically baited him into using a team that was probably not going to be strong enough to clear, and that worked out. But I do want more data points on that. I've been using him on offense all season, so probably next round is going to be on defense again too. Back wall, I believe this was all one shot. Yeah, he took these down. We can't click on the datacrons anymore, so I won't do that. But he did have 3 GLs, I believe, for offense. And I didn't get to fleet, but I'll just show it so you can figure out what I have for offense. He might not be done, he might come back, so we're gonna be a little careful. But he is shallower, so I think we're okay, but those are not two teams that I have a ton of confidence in. He could come back into these battles and pick them apart, especially this Bossk team that doesn't have a leader. So we have to go up against Rey with Han and Chewie. Qui-Gon with a level 2 datacron. Bossk, Finn, Bad Batch. Down below. And this is not the most effective strategy. He's got Bam, Old Republic, Shaak T, Mon Mothma, Ventress. This is pretty weak, especially with a lot of these Gear 12 characters. I'm going to try and do as many solos as I can. This really should be the stronger territory because it's protecting that back wall, which is the only place where I can't prepare for if you change up your strategy. I'm expecting this guy to have the same back wall as Grand Arena history, so I prepared in advance for most of it. Depending on how reckless we decide to be, it's possible I could get 7 solos. We'll see if we do that many, but we're gonna go for a lot of solos. We'll just start off with a known commodity here in the Old Republic. Let's just do it this way. Usually it's not the first one we do, so it's less scrolling to find them. Alright, let's get to it. Let's land healing immunity. Nah, we don't get it. I'm gonna check his mods. We got blind, so we go for the AoE, at least get retribution up. Not that with daze we can do anything. Alright, heal up. Come on, man. I'm gonna put some potency on this guy. Blind again, so go for the AoE. Heal up. Come on. Not quite. Same deal. Basically, anytime you see me do the AoE, it means I've got blind. Alright, healing him. Come on, man. Healing immunity. There we go. We're done here. A lot of the defense we're going to see is reflective of how shallow my opponent's roster is, which is why I recommend building out depth rapidly. It gives you a lot of flexibility. Because this is something that I don't have to do. I don't have to resort to filling up defensive slots with teams like this. Alright, so some of the... I was going to do gas here. Let's still do it. I'm just going to throw something on him. Maybe some level 2 stats. Nah, you don't really deserve that. Yeah, let's just do that. Potency and health. Yeah. Let's do a little armor shred over there. We don't need to worry about Cara Dune just infinitely coming back to life. Alright, this one's going to be a little riskier. Because these are high relics. I'm going with Malak. That was my plan, right? Let me double check. Yeah, I'm going with Malak. I should probably increase the relic levels on my Malak. Let's give him a Datacron, definitely. I might give him health steal. Yes. Let's just do health steal. If Rex was here, I wouldn't be doing this. But in this case, Alright, Shaak T's gone. Let's go after Arc, because he's the Relic 8. But we should be applying a good amount of fear for the rest of this, which should minimize the threat that they're going to put down. I really want to go maximum solos, like to the degree that I might do some dumb stuff. And these are two of the places where I might do some risky things. So what I'm going to try, and it's because these are Gear 12 characters, and with relics, I think I should be able to overcome some of the risk here. We're going to try out Fennec and Vader. Let's start with Fennec. There's no Omicron here, so this one should be okay. At relics, this wouldn't be working. But in this case, I have so many potency. I'm going with damage. Start off with armor shred, but we're going to go with a lot of basics from here on out. All right, go down. Yes. Sure, more armor shred. Beautiful. Fennec is fun. Maximum solos. This is how things were before Grand Arena, I guess we're in like 3.0. I don't know if CG calls it that, but technically it's like 3.0. Alright, this is another risky one. We're going to do Vader. I don't know how the Omicron is going to affect things. Without the Omicron, this would be safe. I guess this is a place we can use one of the numerous potencies. Let's get a high there. That's probably our highest one. If anyone was at relics, I would not be doing this. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be quick work. Just get rid of Daka. Yeah. They are gonna... The Omicron does add a bunch of potency, so that's gonna be a thing. Okay. All solos so far. That Ventress relic, not a relic, that Ventress Omicron, I like that Omicron. I just think it's going to be an offensive Omicron and better in 5v5. Oh, the back wall, I'm expecting some combination of Rex, Geos. Well, that's up now. So Rex, Geos, Dooku. Yeah, that was all there. Kylo, Ren, yes. And Zam. Yep. Next, I'm doing Wampa here. Yes, let's just add one since we have plenty. Throw in more potency. This is annoying. I should put that tenacity one on. I have that one tenacity one. I'm a little scared now. Alright, let's get protection. We're good. We're good. It's gotta wait now. I just took him up to Relic 7 during the off days. Alright. Here's another solo. We're just gonna do as many as we can. Okay. So sweet. Alright. How we might have one more solo. This is off my plan, so there might be unintended consequences. I was going to do Jedinet Revan here, but JML can solo that. I was going to JML the Bad Batch. We'll find another way through the Bad Batch. I'd rather go for the solo. Because the JML negates the Omicron. He turns it off. And we're using JMK up against Rey. How do I want to do this? Do I want to clear the foresight? Let's just do it. I guess there's no reason to... Do I still take out Qui-Gon first, or can I take out Anakin directly? I think I can take out whoever I want. Yeah, okay. Not that it matters. So that's what? Is that? It was 5 on the first row plus 2, so we're at 7 solos, right? Right? Yeah, 5. So, can I use nest anywhere? Then we could get to 8. I think I've 7 is a number I've tied before. Can I get to 8? No, I did 2 on the back. I'm already at 8. Yeah, we've already done 8, so I think this is my highest ever. I don't think my nest has any shot. Or does she? Let's start being reckless. So if Fives was here, no way. But Nest, we can ignore Taunt. I can just go after who I want. Let's just do it. I want another solo. Because without the sacrifice, we don't need to worry about Rex as much. I want a lot of extra damage. Resistance penetration. With that 2 buffs that can do, am I gonna get any buffs? We get crit damage and health steal. I already am gonna have a decent amount. That would be pretty nice. Although, I guess the protection up is based on health, so by adding... How does damage work? I forget exactly how the mechanics work. I'd have to reread the kit. I don't care about potency. I'm looking at the other stats. Those are kind of nice. I'm gonna do this. I don't think we're gonna be able to get 2 buffs that can be dispelled. Nah. Let's do that. I've re-rolled some of these since the start of Grand Arena. If we can take out Rex, this should work. Let's dispel first. Okay. Stun. Let's dispel. We just can't let this go on too long. If it goes on too long, then Rex is going to ramp up a lot. Let's just do a daze. I know L3 is going to dispel, but it lowers the health pool a little bit that Varys can equalize on. Come on, do it. Yes, alright, we're good. We're going to take out Varys first, I think. They're both going to heal, so it's going to be a little annoying, but Varys' Zeta, I think, is reducing our damage output a little. And we can at least land debuffs that stick on Varys. Maybe I should go after L3. I mean, let's try all three. We're not really making progress on Veers. Let's auto. Well, now we got time to talk about things that I kept leading into in the last couple videos but didn't get to because I was so distracted with some of the high pressure of some of those matches. Just watched Sweet Tooth on Netflix. That I really liked. It's after a Jeff Lemire comic, and he's been a really good... Maybe I did talk about this. I don't recall. But that was a pleasant surprise. Then I watched Frontier, and that was not good. Frontier is real bad. It's a little deceptive because it's well made, and at first it's enjoyable enough that you'll watch it for a bit, and then you realize there's no story. There's three things that happen. It's who's in charge of the bar, somebody's been captured, and who's vying for control of various fur trading outlets. It's the Jason Momoa show. And it's just different versions of that over and over and over again, and it becomes really lame. It appears that we cannot cause enough damage to win this. Can we just stay... I know we're accounting a lot, but I do feel like maybe L3 is the way to go. It's too bad. I really wanted 9 solos. I wonder if Nest could have worked elsewhere. And we're not counting cleanups, obviously, but let's state that for the record. Let's wrap it up, guys. I wonder if higher relics we would have been able to have the damage output needed to get through their mechanics. Part of that is Bears' Zeta. I wonder if we would have reordered things, because Vader possibly could have soloed the Geos here, but then I don't know who would have soloed the Night Sisters. Well, let's just wrap this up. What was my plan for Zam? Starkiller? I mean, sure, but let's just go to Rey. Some of these I might just think a little bit on. I rewatched 7. God, that movie is so good. David Fincher is such a good director. It's really impressive. Let's see here. Let's JMK this up. Whoa. Let me fix this before we continue. Alright, let's continue. Oh, Jedi, that's the problem. Galactic Republic is what we need. Let's throw in a Datacron. I re-rolled a lot of this stuff. It took me a while to get into Datacrons, but I'm participating now. And re-rolling is one of the more affordable things you can do with the Datacrons. Why would I just take out Han? I guess we should probably just take out Rey first. Why deal with anything else? Okay, there's the damage immunity. We'll do a little nonsense here with Chewie. We'll just work towards the ultimate a bit. Obviously this isn't doing anything other than working towards the ultimate. Can we land armor shred? No. I hope we're not being reckless. I should have used that stacking offense one. Oh no! I am terrified now. No, don't be dodging. Oh, no. I don't think I can beat this now. I got way too cocky. This guy can beat me. Because I used up all my good stuff. Like my JML, I should have done this battle first. We gotta use Starkiller. No, we got to use Starkiller. We might be able to get through it. Did I even check what this Datacron is? Let's check it out. Stacking offense. Days or stun. Let's go with this. All right. I need a little luck. I need a much better Palpatine. That's one of the things I need. All right, let's make sure we hit that stagger. Yes. Okay. 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 Offense down, shock stagger. Blah 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 blah. Maybe we do it just. Okay. I'm working on Starkiller. All those assists are... Yeah. No. I gotta increase the relics on my... This is bad. Don't die. Don't. Okay, okay. I do have a relic 7 Starkiller now, which I didn't have before. Don't. I really need Palpatine. But I don't have a random ally with useful pawn. Let's do this. Come on! No! Don't die, don't. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my. Alright. Alright, we're back on track. That does change what my intents were, though, for that Zam team. Although, it's not a terrifying Zam comp. Alright, my plan for Finn was what? Oh, my plan for Finn was Starkiller. I wrote down Starkiller twice? I can't be doing that. That's bad planning. And my plan for these guys was JML. I need a different path forward. Let's check their speeds out. They're one of the tougher teams left. 232 is slow. Let's check out Echo and Tech. Oh, there is no Tech. I think Veers is probably my best option. But we're going to double check a few things. Alright. I got most of a plan in place. We're going to do Jedi Knight Revan here. I wonder if there's a weaker team, but that's at least going to win. I wonder if I should move my head up here. Feels awkward. But you can at least see what I'm picking. Why do I have so much potency? Felt weird. Let's take out Finn. This team kind of falls apart without Finn spreading or starting the Inspired. I need a Relic 8 Starkiller. That's going to be a thing. Obviously, I need to increase the relics on my Palpatine. That would help a lot. But that's going to happen anyway for Sith Eternal Emperor. But that's a involved project. I wonder if I can bad batch this Bossk team. I think I can. Let's do Veers first. I actually don't think Wrecker is the way to go. Wrecker just doesn't add enough, and Tech actually adds a lot. Turn meter. Can we take out Echo before this gets started? Perfect. We'll turn meter, and we're good. Auto from here. This should be pretty quick though. When I watched Alone, the History Channel game show, it was great. Just great. I don't really watch like game show kind of format, but that works for me. I'm probably gonna go back and watch a lot of those old seasons. Alright. Bad Batch is my plan here. Although, maybe we JTR this thing. It's just the relic levels is what I'm worried about. Let's not mess around. I think Bad Batch is the way to go. I'm a little worried about this Zam squad. We're quickly running out of teams, and it's still, even though it's not a great Zam squad, it's still a Zam army. Okay, good stuns. Let's get some buffs. Oh my god! I mean, if I was gonna lose someone, but can we? I gotta take out Grief, at least. Okay. No. That's what I was worried about. I was just hoping I'd have enough speed to get through it. But honest, oh, I have Darth Revan? Oh my god. We're doing that up against Zam. Darth Revan's usually on defense, so it wasn't part of my planning or my thinking. I forgot all about Darth Revan. That's really nice. We're gonna do something a little reckless here. I'm thinking we JTR this, but what I hate about it is my BB-8 is super vulnerable to Boba Fett. I'll try and get a stun. Nope. Okay, good. Okay, good. We are golden. Those Relegate Boba Fett's are scary. I did improve the speed on my tech, but I still want them faster. Oh, Traya this? And we still have several decent teams because of how much soloing we did. Start off with a basic. We don't want the taunt to go on too early. Increase those cooldowns. Hoping for an ability block. Let's increase cooldowns. We can at least avoid a big hit from Spy. Now we'll taunt. I don't know. Potency? I have some other dark side ones. Nope. That's such a lame one. Shaak T, I guess? Sure. Shaak T with Rex and 5s. I just want some extra damage. This is the Omicron I should have, or Datacron I should have used with GMK. be enough. Alright, let's just auto from here. Oh, okay. His fleet, I think there's Executor and I don't know what else. Yeah. Alright, let's start with this one. But I'm probably gonna go first. I don't like doing that. Alright, let's do this. Why don't I ever get more hits? Oh, do you have breach? That's too bad. This is what I'm afraid of. Okay, that is well timed. Okay. Okay. All right. I was gonna make a pizza dough, and now I'm realizing I should have made more progress on that before I started doing this, because it could have been rising this whole time. Things you think about. So this is what I've learned. At least under the home one, the Outrider is just not very good as a starter. Let's leave it off. So we're going to use it as a reinforcement. Yeah, so I've been really disappointed with my 7-star Outrider. But Rebels here are pretty effective up against the Raddus because we can dispel all their deflector shield. And dispelling deflector shield slows down how quick they can get to the ultimate. So I think we're going to Phantom, then we will... Like, I could just take out Cassian and do some actual damage, but I want to test out the Outrider a little bit. Let's do this. At least get rid of the taunt that way, do a little other... I should have just done a basic. What am I... It's serious. So what I get for goofing around. We gotta get rid of this foresight. This is... we can practically auto this. Should have saved that. Yeah, get rid of that. Well, I guess my basic would have got rid of it too. How many stars is your Outrider? That does not look 7. So he's going to have Malevolence, Negotiator, Empire. finalizer. Depending on how he plays it. If he continues playing. All right, we're done. We will see if he continues to play. I think, because he only lost one time here. This was full cleared. These were dropped each once, so I think he only dropped 3 battles, which means I think he could still. We dropped 1 there. Front wall was all solo, or front bottom was. I think we're matched with number of dropped battles. Yeah. Like, he could technically keep going. But all those solos gave us enough banners where I think we win regardless. But he could match me at least in number of attempts. We are back in Kyber 2. We got away with a close win where all of those solos did prove to be the difference. He was able to clean up those last 2 remaining teams with 1 attempt each. And with Fleet, I think he needed 2 attempts up against the Negotiator. And so 2 attempts up against the Negotiator. We matched each other in terms of attempts total. And he played pretty efficiently despite everything. The difference really is all of those solos in this match. In the corner, I'm going to put the list videos for defenses not to set and the list of solo squads, most of which were used in this match. But we will wrap it up there. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. Be excellent to each other.